I always love to be joined by Steven Caldwell, the TSN Soccer analyst extraordinaire. We're going to talk Euros, and we will get to Scotland in a moment. But we have to start with England. I hope that's okay, Steven.
Okay, if we have to.
They're the favorites, according to FanDuel, so we got to talk to them first. It's interesting, though. They've got a lot of significant names out of this lineup. Jack Grealish, Marcus Rashford, Jordan Henderson. Harry Maguire is injured. He's not in the lineup. They're favored. With all those guys out of it, should they be favored?
Great question. I think they should be up there for sure. I don't know if they should be the out-and-out favourites. But you talked about some of the names, Jay. One or two through injury, but most of them through Gareth Southgate being ruthless for the first time in his managerial career with England. Normally, he favours the old guys.
Right.
Normally, he likes that experience, that continuity. So it started with Henderson and Rashford. We were very shocked not to see them in the larger squad. And then Grealish, for me, was a big one. Because Grealish was fit. Yes, he's not had the best season. But Grealish can control a game. Grealish can slow the play down when it matters. He's a big game player. He's played in a lot of big games with Manchester City. I thought for the knockout rounds, he was a guy that Gareth Southgate would definitely go to, potentially from the start, but maybe from the bench. And to leave him out, he's went with the youth, he's went with the talent. He's going to hopefully play an exciting brand of football, which has been a criticism at him. And if England can get their best players playing, Bellingham, Foden, for sure. If Rice, Bellingham, Foden can be that kind of midfield triangle, they've got a chance of going all the way. Certainly got the talent, certainly got the firepower with Harry Kane. But Gareth Southgate's made a brave choice, and if they don't make it all the way, it could come back to haunt them.
We'll see. We'll see if it pays off for them. The group of death, we always wonder, what's the group of death? This year it's Group B. This is a wild group. Spain, Croatia, Italy, and an Albania team that you're impressed with. Now, it's interesting. 4 of the 6 teams that finished third will advance to the knockout stage in this tournament. All 3 of Spain, Croatia, and Italy, therefore, have a great chance of making it. The question is, which one will win the group?
Oh, win the group. I will go Croatia will win this group.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I still think Croatia have got it. I really do. I mean, it's the same guys. It's Brozovic, it's Kovacic, it's Modric, it's Kramaric, it's
And you and I were just talking about Modric, and you were saying he still looks fantastic.
Nobody can get near him, Jay. He can still find the space. Now, can he go consistently? Can he go 90 minutes? That's a bit of an issue. Doesn't play a lot of 90 minutes at Real Madrid these days.
Right.
But when he's on there, he is so good. The way that midfield play off each other and rotate, you can't get the ball. They dictate the tempo. They control games. They're not going to win games by lots and lots of goals, but it's that control and that ability to, get the big moments right that Croatia have been so strong at major tournaments. So I've got them winning it. I think Albania can take points off teams in this group. I don't think necessarily the third place team in this group is going to go through.
Wow.
If they don't beat Albania, they're going to be in trouble. Spain are competitive. Italy are always there.
Yep.
It's such a hard group to decide. But Albania are not going to come into this group and sit back and try and defend. They're going to go and they're going to attack these teams. It's going to be so entertaining.
I can't wait. Is there a player, maybe a youngster, that you're especially excited to see at Euro 2024 this summer?
There's a lot of great youngsters. You get Florian Wirtz at Leverkusen, who's playing for Germany. Outstanding player. He's going to play in this kind of double number 10 with another brilliant player from Bayern Munich, Jamal Musiala. So I'm really excited to see how they two go. For those that are watching that maybe don't watch a lot of European football, there's an Austrian guy called Baumgartner. He's not so young, but he is very effective for Austria. They play a high-paced football. They press hard. They play very vertical when they get the ball. He's a key part of that. He's a great runner with the football. He knows where the net is. He can put the ball away. So I like Baumgartner. I think he could have a bit of a breakout tournament. And, of course, you've got Bellingham and Foden, as we talked about. Are they going to play to their club potential? That's the key.
The whole England's just waiting for these two, right, to just break through. We talked about England as a favorite, and we're not sure if they're a favorite or not, but absolutely they're one of the best teams in this tournament. But is there a dark horse team? You mentioned Albania, talking about teams like that. Is there a dark horse team that you legitimately think could make a run at this thing?
Make a run and actually win it?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I really like Austria. I do like Austria. I think they're a team that could go far, could they get to the semi-finals? Maybe a bit of luck.
Wow.
Once you're there, you've got a chance, you know. And I think it's pretty open because when you look at the big guys, Germany and England and France, I think there's vulnerabilities there. I don't think they're complete teams. I don't think they're as strong. France are not as strong as they have been in the past. So potentially an Austria, but it's so competitive. Romania are a decent side. You know, you get teams in this for the first time that I think are going to be hard to beat. There's no team that's a pushover. And we've not mentioned Portugal as well. Portugal probably have the most talent out of all the squads. They've got. It's the hardest thing for Roberto Martinez going to be picking the 11.
Right.
They're so good. And you would think that they've got the best balance, but are they going to make it count when it matters in the big game, when it gets really tight? Do they have that difference maker? Is Ronaldo still capable of putting the ball away? Some question marks around that, but I think that's what makes it so entertaining. There's not one team for me that is an out-and-out favourite.
Maybe it's Bruno's time. Maybe it's Bruno's time. And we kick this whole thing off Friday. It's going to be a massive matchup, of course. And we got to talk about your Scots against the host Germany. You already mentioned it. Germany's always good. They're just always great. How's your team going to do against Germany?
My team, Scotland, are looking good.
Yeah.
They've been building for a few years now. They've been doing extremely well under Steve Clarke, and they're more talented than people think. They've got a lot of guys that are playing at good level, Premier League football. Our midfield's probably the key area. You've got Billy Gilmore, you've got Callum McGregor, Celtic man, who's going to be competitive in there, fighting for a place. McTominay, McGinn, Christie's playing every week at Bournemouth. So whatever four, we play a sort of box midfield. So whatever four Steve Clarke picks out of the 5, I think are going to be key. Can we control enough of games? Germany's a hard one at the beginning. I think it's great for Scotland. You play them first.
Yeah,
you want to play them in the first game. So play Germany first. Hopefully get some from that game. And then 2 very competitive games against Switzerland and Hungary where there's not a lot to pick between the 3 teams. They'll be battling out for they'll be hoping 2nd and 3rd place. But that'll be close games. Switzerland and Hungary are good teams as well. But Scotland are capable of beating them.
We got to work on Friday, so we can't even go to the Caledonian together and have a pint and watch it.
Enjoyed that.
Yeah, that would have been
whiskey or 2.
Well, that would have been good. Maybe in another tournament.
Time.
That's right, another time. Great to have you on the show,
Thanks,
Steven.
Jay.
Thanks so much.